Every time we're on this podcast, something happens or you say something and we end up in tears.
Perfect.
And welcome to the 3-Star Podcast. My name's Chris, and today I'm joined back by the beautiful Farah and the very handsome Sam Gale.
Hello.
How are we doing, guys?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, do you know, really good, really nice Christmas break. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling up for this. So, we've got some interesting news though to talk about, right? There has just been a brand new product release.
There has been.
Right? Sam,
I love
you going
that.
to do the honours?
Yep, so we have just released the fantastic Samsung S21 FE.
You said that so like posh.
It was like it was like a news presenting. And today we have
S21.
With my
FE.
papers.
Yeah, so we've just released the brand new
Yes.
S21 FE. So I think we can all agree, a really epic handset.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it then, all right? So this S21 FE, I want to throw it over to you first, Sam.
Okay.
Tell us something about it. Like, what's your favourite feature? What do you think is like a standout point that you love and that the customers are going to love?
Okay, so we always talk about gaming, right? And gaming, again, is a
Okay.
massive thing for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And having that screen at 120 hertz has to be the key feature for me. It's the vibrancy and the quality you're getting when you're playing games or watching content. That, for me, is 100% the best feature. I'm so glad they brought it over.
Yeah, and do you know what? Like having like, again, like, we're blessed because we have so many different Samsung handsets and we get to trial out everything. So having 120 hertz refresh rate, you know, that's a premium feature that we're very used to on our premium handsets. But now, on the S21 FE, it's still part of that premium product
That's key,
range.
really, for customers.
Absolutely.
But I suppose a big one there as well is the price of the device.
Yeah.
100%.
You're getting all these premium features at like such a wicked, wicked price as well. We'll go on, Farah. What are you saying? Talk to us about the handset. What's your
Yeah.
favourite feature? What do you think
I
everyone's
think
gonna
for
love?
me, it's probably going to be all around camera. I love the fact that they've kind of enhanced that now, so you can take it to the next level. The fact that, you know, you can do things like color pop and add blurs and like different effects behind you. It's really, really cool. If you see it, it's so crisp and really, really accurate as well. So it's something I personally love.
Easy to do as well, right?
It is really easy to do, yeah, and it's all built into the device. So I absolutely love that. That's probably my favourite.
Nice, nice. Yeah, okay, so what more do you want? You got like an epic screen, you got an epic battery, and an epic
All for
camera
great
as well.
value as well. Which,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
On that though, what's your favourite feature? If you were to kind of wrap that up, what would you say?
Oh, do you know what? Like, I'd say my favourite feature, I probably would say the best thing about that phone for me personally is the fact that the S21 FE is now been enrolled with our Samsung Boost program.
Ooh, okay.
Right, and I was having a little look the other day at Boost. I always like dip in and out of it, see what services I can try out, you know, risk-free. And they're always adding new ones into it. And there's a brand new one, which I know the majority of people will be using right now, Disney Plus.
Yes.
This
you
is
can
dope.
now get a free trial of Disney Plus just from owning an S21
so good.
FE, which is wicked, wicked. Which got me thinking, I am addicted, like I'm fully addicted to Disney Plus. But either of you two use it?
You know
or-
what? I've moved away from Netflix. I think I've exhausted that.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
now just sticking to Disney Plus because now obviously you've got your Star Wars on there, you've got your Marvel, and like we've had
Yeah.
the Christmas films that we had as well. I was kind of really into them. But yeah, the Marvel stuff I'm rewatching again.
Yeah, what about
I
you?
mean, I think for me, I kind of take it old school. I love like that So Raven. Like, there's so many old.
So Raven.
Honestly,
That's so
that's So
great.
Raven. It was so dope.
We're trying to
I'm
make
so
a really
ready.
cool podcast.
And I just
here.
made it even cooler.
Yeah, right,
So like for me, I take it way back to like I just love like little episodes, like little bite size. It kind of takes you
Yeah.
back to that nostalgia of when I was really young. I loved watching it like Disney Channel when I was younger. So just being able to see all of that on there.
Do you know what? If you're going retro, I think a wicked thing with Disney Plus is the fact that it's got all the Simpsons on there, so you can go back and watch like day one Simpsons.
Yeah.
Weird going from like the day one, isn't it?
It's
to, like,
really
now.
strange when
it
you see how
visually
it's
looks weird, but content-wise, old school Simpsons
Absolutely.
are like the OG,
Yeah.
the best of the best. aren't
Absolutely,
they?
I agree with that.
But Sam, you talked about like they have the Marvel stuff on there. They got the Star Wars stuff. So they've recently just released that new TV series on Disney Plus about Boba Fett.
Yes.
You seen it?
I have.
Thoughts? I haven't watched it
I'm not
yet.
going to spoil it.
It's on my list.
For watchers as well, I'm not going to spoil it. But
Come on, first spoiler.
just
Who dies? Come on, there's yourself.
I'm not good. But if you love The Mandalorian, you're going to love this.
Did love The Mandalorian.
100%, yeah. It's incredible. All the kind of nostalgia again, like you mentioned with kind of That's So Raven.
Yeah. Are we talking about Star Wars?
Yeah, we are.
Do you know what? As you said, Mandalorian.
I just think
I caught Farah's eyes.
Did you see me? I look like a deer in the headlights. I was like,
I just saw you thinking like, Mandalorian sounds like a really tasty dish that I'd eat.
Do you know what? I just started thinking like Mandela. I went down a really weird avenue. So are we talking about Star
So just
Wars?
for other viewers that don't know
Yes.
what The Mandalorian is, it's not Nelson Mandela or anything related to that. It is in the Star Wars universe.
You never know. It might pop up one day.
Do you know what Star Wars is?
I do. I'm going to put it out there. Not a big fan, actually. I think it's...
Okay then, well then just for the purpose of the podcast.
Here we go. I've just shot myself in the foot.
30
I don't
seconds.
like it. I love it.
Even better, this makes it...
Mandalorian effect. Let's go.
This makes this segment even better. Farah, you've got 30 seconds to tell the audience a summary of what you think Star Wars is about.
I think Star Wars is about a universe that is something we don't understand yet. I think it's something that is so far forward in its time that there is no description for it. It's something that is so great. It's something that is so great, it doesn't need a description. It's just there.
You got a little tear coming up
For you
there
to
as
see.
well.
And I think by describing it, you're almost taking away its authenticity.
Yeah, you're right there, kid.
So I'd
You're
like
right.
to just say,
You know what?
And that's your 30 seconds
Every
up.
time we're on this podcast,
I'd like to say Star Wars is just, it's got no words.
every time we're on this podcast, something happens or you say something and we end up in tears. All the other way around.
Well, that goes back to the Christmas podcast we did where you were talking about your
Gammon.
boiled gammon or
I
whatever
still
it
need to
was.
bring some gammon in, so I'll cook a gammon and I'll still bring it into you.
We're still waiting on tender hooks for that
I get to
boiled
get away
gammon.
with that. I'm Muslim, so thank
Yeah,
God.
thank you so much for telling
No.
all the audience
It's okay.
what Star Wars is. I think
it?
everybody
Oh, wait.
is now.
I know.
Farah, no,
You've been
you're
learning
causing
from
drama.
Sean.
That is drama. Put your hands down. Don't do
that
that
not
again.
Star Wars?
That's
No.
not Star Wars. No,
is that?
that's not Star Wars.
Star Trek.
Star
We're not
Trek.
talking about that.
No, that's Star Trek. So, moving on nicely, Marvel then.
Yes.
Because obviously
This is
Disney
hello.
Plus is massive for Marvel as well at the moment. And we're seeing so many exclusives coming out on Disney Plus. Like you've had Loki, you've had WandaVision, you've now got Hawkeye, which I'm currently watching as well. Okay, Farah, since you were such a Star Wars fan, Marvel fan,
Here we go. No, I am a Marvel fan.
You've
I
seen a
am.
few,
I am.
yeah.
No, I think I've actually seen them all.
you were telling me the other day you've just seen the latest
Yeah,
Spider-Man
no, I
as
do.
well, which was
I'm not
class.
like
still haven't seen that.
I don't know how to explain it. I feel like to be like a fanatic or a fan, like you kind of do things outside of it. I go and watch the
Yeah.
movies, but that's just it. But I do love watching Marvel. Like I always make sure I
you
know
know what?
what's going on.
100%, and I'm a massive Marvel fan. And what I love about Disney Plus is, like, recently has been in the cinema, that Marvel Eternals film.
Yeah.
Either of you two see that?
seen it.
Like, do you know what? It's
You've
still
seen
on
it?
my
Yeah,
to-do
yeah.
list.
Right, it's on
actually-
my to-do list as well. And do you know what? Comes on Disney Plus on the 12th,
Well, then
which
there
is
you go.
ridiculous.
Well, then there you go.
It's
We're
such a
sorted.
short period,
We're
isn't
sorted.
it? From like back in the days
I've
where you had to go to the
noticed
cinema
that, yeah.
and you'd have to wait like months and months for it to come out on DVD or whatever, or
Yep.
like box office.
Do you remember that?
And now it's literally less than a month.
Couple months, like month to 2 months, and there
Yeah.
it's on streaming.
I mean,
on
during
demand.
COVID, don't you remember they were actually doing Sky Cinema and they were actually showing new movies on
Brand
Sky.
new films,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like it's so accessible now.
Yeah, and do you know what? So Disney Plus, I think we can all say Farah is the biggest fan of Disney Plus, but all of
Absolutely.
that, and you can get that free service just from picking up one of our flagship devices like the S21 FE as well.
Fantastic.
So it's just such a wicked service to have.
Yeah.
And like I
Yeah.
say, you get a wicked
So
phone
many
with a
people
wicked
pay
service.
for Disney Plus just to have it as a service there for buying in Samsung. I think it's incredible.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's just one of them, though, isn't it? That's just like one of the services.
Even like when you think of YouTube and stuff like that, like when you talk about all the things that you can get just for buying a Samsung phone, it's actually incredible. Like there's such an extensive library of all the things you can get for free.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it all leads back to that boost though, doesn't it? Because what I love about that is that even if you say, a lot of the times I don't sign up to things because I always forget and then end up paying for it again. But you get notified, they send you an email and they go, look, your time's coming up.
I like that. It's
Either
almost
kind
like
of-
they're letting you know,
Yeah.
like, if you're going to cancel, now's the
100%,
time to
and,
do
like,
it.
Either carry on with it or
Yeah.
cancel it
Yeah.
and then choose another one.
Because that's the Samsung Boost promise, isn't it? Risk-free.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
will let you know.
Yeah, and it's
before
all
you
in
get
one
charged.
place as well. Sometimes you don't know that there are free subscriptions, whereas if you kind of put it all in one area, you've got like this catalogue in front of you to say, oh, I can do this, this, and this. So
Yeah, wicked. So I think on that bombshell, I think we're going to go watch some Star Wars, yeah?
Oh God,
I
I was
think
going
we
to
need
say
to
Star
educate
Trek for a second.
Don't say Star Trek,
No,
and
Star
never
Trek.
never do that again when you're talking about Star Wars.
Is it any of those?
No, not related.
You're doing the
Disney.
same thing with two hands. So I don't know what you want about. Is it any of them? Right, we're going to go watch some Star Wars now on Disney Plus on our S21 FEs. We'll catch you on the next one. See you later.
Take care.
Perfect.